welcome back to the episode. We are again standing in front of a waypoint together with Halsin, who got decent equipment in the last episode, and we are at this location, the house in Deep Shadow, where we played a little bit of hide and seek with the other half of Thaniel. Now let's see if we can... Oh, there you go. There's a little fella. So there, Ollie. Time for you to get to your other half.
What's up for discussion?
I won fair and square. There's no point in playing again. I want a challenge.
Though shrouded in shadows, the child's resemblance to Thaniel is unmistakable. This must be his dark half, warped by the curse.
Go on, find someone else to play with.
Well, I know who you really are and where you really belong. You need to reunite with Thaniel.
Spoil sport. I'm not going back. I like it here. I've made a family for myself. I get to play all the time.
Well, like it or not, you don't belong here. To make this harder than it needs to be. Okay. Why are there only two bad options? Like it or not, you don't belong here.
Yes, I do. You can't make me do anything. I don't want to play with you anymore.
That little bastard. Where'd he go?
Well... What now? Maybe I should have used Halsin for that. Oh wait, there's a portal.
Father preserve you.
Met Thaniel... yeah, so Thaniel is missing part of himself. Any ideas how we can find it? Yeah, we already did. Made a pair of yours, the druid Jahira. Do you know her? Oh!
Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
Okay. You're an arc droid. What could you possibly have left to learn from anyone? Oh, you seem to admire her greatly. Yes.
There is much to admire, judging by the stories. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
You spent all these years fighting the Shadow Curse. What happens once it's lifted?
Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far. But the Absolute is a threat to all, and I promised I'd help you with your parasite. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is.
Right. You make a decent workhorse. This camp doesn't haul itself around each day. Oh, I see how useful you prove to be. On that note, I need you to stay at the campfire. Okay. Of course. Only wish you'd join me at... what? You'd make a decent workhorse, yeah.
I'll help however you wish.
Okay, of course he disapproves. And laughingly so. I feel like I haven't gotten to know you properly yet. Yeah, what happened before when the Shadow Curse
Druids
unleashed?
and Harpers joined together to put a stop to Ketheric Thorm. We marched on Moonrise, and after much fighting, we prevailed. Even in defeat, though, Ketheric turned to Shah. Not long after we sealed him away in his tomb, the Shadow Curse took hold. No one had seen the likes of it before. No one knew how to react. Then it started to claim all those within its reach. Those who had survived the battles now fell to the shadows, became part of the shadows. And worst of all, I lost contact with Thaniel. I wanted to try and find him, but we couldn't stay. We would have all succumbed. When the Archdruid of the Grove, my predecessor, was seized by the curse, I had to lead the survivors to safety. That was my first day as Archdruid. An inauspicious beginning.
Right. Inauspicious. Sounds like you did what you had to and saved lives, yes.
You are right, but I must not lose focus until everything has been put right. I've wasted too much time already. Years in which nature has suffered.
Alright. About the whole...
It's true, and I can't imagine I helped with that. Sometimes I let the task at hand consume me, and people think I'm obsessed. Trust me, the day I no longer have to talk about the Shadow Curse will be a happy one. What would you like to know?
Well, yeah, you're actually quite large for an elf. Now that you mention it.
I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now.
Any idea how that came about?
Who's to say? Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened.
How did you come to be a druid?
I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Thaniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older, but he hasn't changed a day. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I had to be a protector.
Do you have people out there somewhere? Friends, family, lover perhaps?
You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in high forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The grove became my family, with Sylvanas as my teacher. And now I have you.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss, yeah. You're better off with me anyway. Of course. You didn't answer the part about lovers. Sure, you have me. Let's not get carried away. Circumstances brought us together. Yeah, you didn't answer the part about lovers.
I'm 350 years old.
Dude.
Of course there have been lovers. Just because I love nature doesn't mean I'm betrothed to it. Though sometimes nature needs reminding.
Hold on, nature needs reminding of what exactly?
Well, I didn't pick this scar up in battle. I was in wild shape. Only I forgot it was the season when bears are particularly social. A she-bear claimed me as her own and did not appreciate being spurned.
Don't leave me hanging. Is there someone in your left right now?
Right now, I bed down alone, I'm afraid. Perhaps once I talk less of curses and parasites, my fortunes will improve.
Well, actually, you and Connor might be very good. One burns down the trees and the other one makes them grow again. Alrighty. Now, tell me something about yourself that I wouldn't even think to ask.
I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature? I know. Well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey.
He really has something for bears. Okay, whittling. What do you mean?
Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks.
That's good. I like ducks. That's good. So, yeah, you turn into a bear and you like honey. A little on the nose.
I like what I like. Once you get to my age, you realize there's little point in denying yourself, so long as others aren't affected.
Oh, thanks for sharing.
Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks.
Well, if that's your fancy. I live in mortal fear of krakens, though I have never actually seen one. I don't think there's anything worth sharing. What? Why the whole kraken kind of thing? Of course, we have a tendrils thingy in our head. This is actually kind of a funny answer.
Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand. But as long as you avoid the high seas, I think you can consider yourself safe. Anytime.
Alright, how do you estimate that Thaniel is missing a part of himself? Any ideas how we can... that's not the point. There's a portal over here. The shadow portal that was created by Thaniel, probably. So let's go through this thing. After our little dialogue. Oh no. Oh no. Shadowed spirit of Thaniel. Where are we? Okay, so this Thaniel guy actually teleports all over the place, and if you wouldn't have defeated those creatures beforehand, now would not be a good time with all of the other spirits and shadow hoppers and whatnot. So, there's a... why does it say Nightdome? Cursed vengeance. Oliver's Nightdome won't allow for you to hurt him. Any damage done to the dome will be reflected in twofold to its attacker. So, Shadowed Spirit of the Land. Perfect Sentry. You can't be surprised. Sunlight weakness. Yada yada yada. Okay, there's nothing in here telling me anything about that night dome. What I'm gonna do now is... I have absolutely no clue what I should do here. I am... any damage is reduced. Yeah. That makes sense. That might be why you should have Halsin in here in order to heal yourself up every time. But on the other hand, you can just chuck down healing potions. That might be the better solution. So, let's see. I do need to get that in there. I don't know if I can actually blind them, but let's just try that. Oh, look at that. It works. We blinded the shadow. Somehow. Yeah. Now, I would like to use some overpowered spells now. What could that be? What could that be? I could conjure up an elemental right now, see what happens. Conjure a druid to fight alongside you. Yeah. I could use that one. Or I could use Ice Storm. Ice Storm would be very nice. How much? That area is just amazing. We can actually upcast it to deal a little bit more bludgeoning damage. 48, now it's just 40. Does it... yeah, we can't downcast it though, that's actually... yeah, why can't you downcast spells? So you... it would be nice to learn a spell at a higher level, but then why not be able to downcast it? Why is upcasting the only option that exists? That's strange. So I could just do that one right there. I need to be careful. Target is out of sight. Yeah, that's great. I can't see in that line of sight. Ah, come on. Okay. Almost. Wait a minute, it's a humanoid. What is this one actually considered to be? Tiefling humanoid. Okay, so we can use hold person on this guy. Allow for you to hurt him. Any damage done to the dome will be reflected. Okay. So we don't deal damage to the dome directly then. So let's just cast that, see what happens. Hey. Okay, so we got a summons. 22 only. Oy. What's this nature step all about? Nearby allies have resistance against poison damage and can move freely in their... Oh, that's actually quite neat. And it has opportunity attacks. That's sweet. So, ooh, yeah. That's a good one. Let's use Shillala to empower ourselves. Should have done that before, though. Can you empower your weapon with multiple effects at once, or are you bound to only one? That's the question. Oh, does he actually have opportunity attacks? Yes, he has. Good.
What now?
Yeah, we need to fight this one. I'm going to just chuck down a speed potion just in case. I could use that one. That would be sweet. But we're gonna do... Nope.
Let us see the battle won.
Yeah. How much distance do I need to that one? That's like 11.8.
Oak Father, guide me.
Let's just hope that getting a wee bit closer kind of works.
Is ever easy.
Kind of disadvantage against target. Oh, yeah, because it's too dark. Now it's not too dark anymore. Alright. Nice. So, let's do the next one. If I were to use the fire thingy, that would definitely not be good. What about its armor? 13, yeah, it's actually quite easy. Nice. So, back to melee, just in case. We could try to get very close to it
Wonder if the gods are
as
watching
well.
me.
See what happens. Now it's still blinded and threatened.
I shall not yield.
And his turn as well. See what happens.
You should have left me alone. Spoil my fun.
Oh boy.
I'll teach you a lesson. Just you watch.
So now, how does that work? There's a shadow fiend. What about him? Nothing there. Aura of Vile Oblivion. All nearby light sources get extinguished when the wraith is nearby. That was the mummy thingy. No. Ah, friends until the end. Summon your friends to play. Okay. But they all have like 1 health point, which is good. So now the druid, what can it do? What can it do? What can it do? It can use some of those got berries, very nice. Spike grove. That is a good one. Movement is halved and whatnot. Your staff or club becomes magical, it deals bludgeoning damage and uses spellcasting. That's an awful lot of bonus damage. Okay, what if I were to use this one though? Ooh, that is good. Problem is that... Wait a minute, does it say enemies? Movement is half. The creature will... A creature. Could be any creature. I don't want to affect myself, but I have to say the area is nice. That's a really huge, very nice AoE. Okay. Alter the terrain around you, allowing nearby allies and creatures to travel with ease. Ooh. Aren't affected by difficult. They are not affected by difficult terrain. So does that mean they're not getting killed by spike growth or not? It says nearby. I don't know how far nearby is, but you know what? Let's just use this ability and see what happens. Oh no, wait. Let's just use this one. And then we are going to get closer to this one over here and just attack it directly. There we go. We ensnared it. Perfect. So what's Carla gonna do now? We need to defeat this one real quick. I don't think it's going to work that easily. I'm just going to hit this one until it's dead.
What's it gonna take?
It's number one. And then there's another one. Alright. The Druid's turn is now over.
Now this is
Yeah, Karmak's turn is also over. Let's see, what does it do? Some misses, some damage, some whatnot. These Druids don't have the amount of health that I would want them to have. Definitely not nice. Okay. I could just attack directly. On the other hand, I could... Yeah. No, or maybe on the other hand, not so much. Trip attack might be a good thing. Immune to prone. Well, that's... Oh. Really now. So that one is done now. Oh, look at this. The Nightdome actually took damage. So every time you defeat these thingies... There you go. Okay, so this is the weakness of the Nightdome. You have to defeat every shadow creature around it. So I mean that is first. Those are the other ones. 60 and 60. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm counting 5. So 180 is definitely weirder. I think there's another summon coming up. Maybe the dog appears, because that could be another 60. So we end up with 120, but this still doesn't really explain it. Good. Let's end her turn. Actually, we are very close together. We could all just get affected by things. The Thunder's light. Everybody gets blinded. Gets disadvantage. Pretty neat. Whoa, what just happened? What did Karlach do? Failed saving throw against blind. Let's get the last one. Yeah. Shadow Fiend missed Karlach. And then this other one just disappeared. Nightdome was hit for 10 damage. Fell to lethal blow. Karlach killed by this one. Karlach was hit for 3 necrotic damage. Shadow Fiend was hit. Caustic reprisal. How does that work? There's definitely something in... whenever a creature deals melee damage to the wearer, that creature takes so and so much acid damage. But this is a 7. Why? Why is it so much? A brutal critical. Okay, that explains it. So now, how much more than I dome? It's like 10 for... Actually 3. But whatever. Let's see. Yeah, we get 1, 2, 3. So Shadow Fiend, Shadow Fiend, Shadow Fiend. What do we do with that one? We could use a multi-attack or whatnot. We could use Shillala to make that a bit more powerful. The other way would be to summon a flaming sphere. Wait a minute. Is the Dryad a... That is not a concentration, so we're going for the flaming sphere thingy. Actually, it doesn't really matter. We go for the... for this one here. Okay. Those two are now almost kind of dead. It's flaming aura. Wait. Creature is standing within zones of many meters and will take damage at the end of its turn. At the end of its turn. That's just great. So meaning that you can go past it. It's not the beginning of a turn, not when you enter the thing. It's really weird. So, do we have any bonus actions here? Always prepared, yada yada yada. Level 1 spell slot. I mean, we could use this for a Dryad. There you go. Okay, and Halsin's turn.
To keep going.
Then what could I do? I could just attack multiple creatures here with like range attacks. That's number 1. That's number 2. That will be number 3. Alright, now we have 130-ish. Still on the rebound. Oh boy.
Want to play? Let me show you my favorite toy.
Oh, oh. Well, that's kind of cheap. So, let's see. We need to get rid of the big plushie thing. How do we do this? I could use this one, or I could just attack it directly. 30, whatever, how much damage. I could just go there. Not enough movement. Why not? Why is the... It's fog, but fog doesn't really... 9? She can... Dryads can only move 9 meters? That's a wee bit stupid. What about this one? Summon a woodward bound to your tree to fight alongside you. I don't know how... Let's just summon it over here. More summon. It's actually kind of cool. Alright. So, can I... because it was an action, I can't do much else now. That's just great. So the woodward, where is it? Resistant to poison damage, blessing, and regeneration. Ooh. A tricky one. The woodward regains 10 hit points if it starts its turn on twisting vines, unless it recently took fire damage. Unless, yeah. So twisting vines is something... This is spike growth. Wait a minute. This is spikes. This is entangle, but this must be the twisting vines thing. Yeah. You have to use that in conjunction. So that works again. Okay. Woodward's cool. Okay, her turn's over now. So... Why can't I click on the woodward? I can't click on that door. I can... For some reason I cannot click on this thing. That's weird. Target can't be incorporeal. What? Why is it incorporeal? What's so special about it? Ram. Slam into an enemy creature or object on a successful save. The target still takes half damage. Target can't be incorporeal. Oh, come on. That's kind of stupid. So the only thing that I can do with this flaming sphere now is get it in range. Good. Now, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We are going to trip attack this thing. Alright. And we're going to trip attack the thing again. Oh, we are blind. Maybe we should just move a wee bit to the side. So. Maybe I should have used that one instead, but okay.
Let's go with
Now, Karlak. Can we actually get closer to this thing? Maybe, maybe not. I could just jump
to do it.
right nearby. That was not supposed to happen. There's a wee bit too much fog around here. Okay, so Biggie's dead. Now it's just 70.
All I wanted to do was play.
So this thing will now...
Swift and lethal.
When it's not gonna go anywhere. Same for Karlak.
Let's go.
And when it's gonna move over here. There you go. Destroyed by this flaming sphere. Pretty neat, actually. Pretty neat. So, and I am... Target is too close. Well, that's a wee bit iffy. But it doesn't matter. 90% should be good. Alright. There's only Ollie remaining. So there could be 2 of those. Maybe it's just a... I don't know what's going to happen, but... Something definitely is. I think I could just suck up some Nightdome damage, so... Nah, we are...
Scent of blood is in the air.
We're gonna see. Friends until the end. Okay. Ah, right. Okay. So, the Striad can just go over here, attack this one directly. Do we have any bonus actions that I could utilize? Not really, no. Now I can finally use it. Okay, we can entangle things. Entangle things again, so it can make its own entanglement area around itself. That's good. And then it also regenerates because of this. That's pretty sweet. For some reason, this one has 2 spells in here. Strange. Makes no sense. But right. Let's see. I am just going to disadvantage. Too dark. Don't we have like night vision or something? Still too dark. Still too dark. Ah, come on. Okay, that's the first one. That's the... Supposed to be the second one. Alright, now what about Karlak? Let's just attack this one directly. So, now... 20-something damage. That should be somewhat doable. Magic Club. In the Woodward's hand, this common branch becomes magical and deals an additional 8 to 12 bludgeoning damage. Well then, Skaboosh. Get hit by nature. Too bad there's no bonus effect.
Oh my word.
So she can just go there. Not enough movement speed. And this is a... Oh, come on. Not cool. Oh, look at this. All of the others are done for. That's a strange effect. So mean. Okay, do we have anything here that is movement related but does not cost us anything? Not really. Just use that one and be happy. Ha! So very little time. What's wrong with this spirit? Resistance to anything, pretty much. That's what it is. So let's get a wee bit closer. Yeah, still doesn't really work, sadly. Good. Turns over. And she's going to hit him really hard. Come on. Immune to blind. That's actually a nice one.
Time to strike.
Not enough action resources. Why?
Taking position.
Now we are blinded.
Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Why can't I just stay here playing? I had everything I've ever wanted right here. And you've ruined it. I'm not leaving. You can't make me.
Be gentle. He's much more than a child. But he doesn't truly know that.
Of course. She's doing the talking now. That's the thing that I did not expect. Talk to him, Halsin. You know what needs to be said.
It shall be done. Oliver, nobody is making you leave. This is your home. But it is dark, empty, lonely. I don't want you to be alone. I want you to be with Thaniel.
Why should I go back to him? He abandoned me.
No, you were stolen from each other. Neither of you are to blame. And I know your pain. I truly do. Thaniel was my friend also. I played with him, grew up while he stayed the same. He made me who I am today. And then he was ripped away from me. Same as for you. But you need not be alone any longer. You need not invent friends. Thaniel is back. He's waiting for you.
Fine. I'll do it. It might be nice to be with him again. Bye. And thank you for playing with me.
It's done, at last. Soon the land will be unshrouded. We should return to Thaniel when we can.
Nice. Interesting change of events. And we got ourselves a ton of summons now. What now? Do we
Need to find a way forward.
There's someone we have to talk to. It's Halsin. Okay, Halsin here.
It is done. Now Thaniel will be whole again. I could not have done this without you, my friend. We should return to camp when we can. I must see how Thaniel is faring. With the Oak Father's blessing, the Shadow Curse may soon be no more.
Alright. Go back to camp. Now let's try that then. The big question is... Okay, all the way over here. Let's see if that actually works. Ah, there he is. Let's just save before we get any closer.
The druid Halsin spoke to me while I was sleeping. He spoke of you. Said that you fought shadow and spite to restore me. 100 years of sickness almost ended. I feel every root that riddles the earth beginning to unfold. But there is one anchor, still holding the shadows in place. The soul that brought it into being, for the land to heal. Ketheric Thorm must die.
That's harsh.
Ketheric's soul still nourishes the shadows. Destroy him, so the land may heal. So that I may heal.
Now it becomes personal. Interesting. And Halsin, anything to say about that?
Oakfather preserve you.
Right. You spend all these years fighting the Shadow Curse. What happens once it's lit? Yeah, we got this one. I feel like I haven't gotten to know yet. Somehow you can't really do anything.
Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far. But the Absolute is a threat to all, and I promised I'd help you with your parasite. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is.
Yes, of course. Make a decent workhorse. Okay, so every time you choose this one, he disapproves. On that note, yeah, I need to just stay in camp. Of course.
So do I. But one duty at a time.
Good. Anything else?
What would you like to know?
Do you have any people out there? That's enough for now.
Anytime. I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seemed my faith was more than well-founded.
Well. Oh, maybe we have to do a long rest now. Or do we? I don't know. blah. Find Catholic Form's relic. That's the next one that's going to happen. Lift the Shadow Curse. Reunite Oliver and Thaniel is not enough. Catholic Thorm is the anchor of the curse. For the land to heal, he must be defeated. Yes, but this does not explain why Halsin has this quest marker on him for some reason. That's weird. So that's really weird. Let's just move that in here. So
I think I'll enjoy traveling with Halsin. Not for his wit or wisdom. He'll just make an excellent shield if we're attacked.
exactly. Yes. So, I need you in my party. Will you travel with us?
Well, obviously I would. But you have so many followers already. I wouldn't want to crowd you.
Well, Halsin.
Excellent. Now that that's settled, lead on.
And even more experience for some reason. Very interesting. Wait, we got that much experience from defeating that dude. Very nice. So wait. Whatever is in this bag, please be able to be moved again. Ugh, every time. Stupid. Okay, so you have to open this bag, and then you have to like, yeah, sort it by type, and then we are going to choose everything, and then we're going to move it in there. All of a sudden it works. You cannot move pouches for some reason. It's really weird. So
Oakfather preserve you. What would you like to know? Anytime.
okay, so basically everything that we can do now is already pretty much done. Oh wait, the Woodward and the Dryad are right next to him. The things that he summoned up in 10 turns. Actually, these things should not be present right now. Like this Dryad spell, I think, doesn't remain forever. 10 turns. That is it. Weird. Okay. I don't know why Halsin is marked up here. Kind of makes no sense. What we are gonna do now is we are going to continue our journey. Wait a minute. Karlak needs a little bit of health. So how much exactly? Like 20. Where does she need to go? Next to the cell. And then what we need to do is like throw something on the ground. And throw it on the ground. Okay, that's one. Right click, throw so that it hits both of them. Perfect. Alright. Now we are battle ready.
Let's get going.
Yes. This spot looks so weird. Okay, I don't know about this NPC though, just disappeared. Wait, that is real east. There was one right around here.
Another step forward.
Huh. Nothing. Okay, any more markings? No, I think we're good now. So, now it's time for us to go further north. And talk to our lovely friend Raphael over there. And maybe even loot those things. But we're gonna do that after we've talked to him. So, there you go. Now, time to end this episode. Until next time, then like and subscribe, of course, and ta-ta!